Alright, Hardlat, guys. Hardlat once more is going to be our opening battleground. Reynor is playing innocent on stream. You guys should see the DMs he sends me. Those are a lot of things, but not innocent. Also, what the hell is up with Cuckoo? I am almost afraid to say this on stream. But fucking Cuckoo thinks it's apparently appropriate to send me a picture of his gains. Now I gotta say, the boy looks jacked. He's put in some work. Which explains why he's so damn bad at StarCraft these days. Because apparently he's living in the gym. Cuckoo. He's as buffed as Ryan Gosling right now. I'm impressed. But I did not want to see it. Alright guys, it is time for the quarterfinals. A bit of a surprising quarterfinals, but I think a fun one nevertheless. Especially because the semifinals, assuming that this man is going to win, will also be ZVP. So now we don't have back-to-back ZVPs, which I think is nice. We do have back-to-back ZVTs, but that's not a problem, because everyone loves ZVT.
Let's get it on. Round 1, fight!
Top left side of Hardlat. We are looking at the main base of the Italian Stallion representing Basilisk. This is Reynor. Took care of Nicorakt. Now has to take care of another Terran that sent out a very quick SCV. You think you're playing against Protoss here, mate? In the bottom right side, we are looking at the main base of the American Terran player representing Matcherino Esports. If that's still a thing. This is Joseph Newgarden, aka Future. I love Joseph. Once upon a time, Joseph was in depth with me for a long time. We played some poker together with each other in Australia. He was loving it. He could not get enough of it. He kept on wanting to play more. Then in the end, he lost 180 bucks. I said, it's okay, mate. I don't need it. And he said, no. You deserve it. Let me know. How can I get it to you? I was like, all right, you can tier 2 sub for 18 months. And he actually did it. 18-month tier 2 sub into my channel. Absolute legend. Can we check Reynor's match history as well? Did he lose to Jumi? Did you beat him right after you lost to me? That is a bit of a classic. So Future goes eBay block into CC first. Maybe he's trying to get Reynor ready for the GSL. The last time Reynor went to Korea, he got bamboozled by a couple of CC first 2 base all-ins. Our man Bunny. Good friend of Reynor, good friend of me. Did him dirty. Was that CC first into 2 base all-in, or was it CC first into 2 base push with a 3rd CC? Whatever it was greedy and aggressive. And it was good enough. I like the idea of switching it up a little bit. Trying to just make the timings a bit different. Making it a bit more uncomfortable. Reynor is obviously the big favorite here. And we saw Nicorakt, who is a really good player, just not getting much done with Hellions and Banshees. And the Reaper opening that is very standard. So why not try to play a different game? Try to play something that maybe you have slightly more experience in than your opponent has. Getting jacked is good for the soul. He is jacked. I don't know why he needed to show me. I guess it's because he always teases me for being fat. Well, boy has been putting in work. Eating healthy, working out. The kids grow up so quick. Reynor's got circling speed. He's running to the other side of the map. A Future has a bunker, but a couple of links is still going to make it into the main. This is a bit uncomfortable. You don't want to lose any SCVs here if you're Future. But seeing this many SCVs, not mine, would also make me unhappy. Now, so far for our CC first opening, guys, we are losing 4 SCVs. And it's not mining time, but all the SCVs not mining against just a couple links. It's not a good start. Not a good start for the reigning, defending, undisputed Indy 500 winner, Joseph Newgarden. It was a great race, by the way. I fucking love the Indy 500. I want to watch it again. I love how it just goes on forever and then it all comes down to like the last 2 laps. And they're all still within like seconds of each other, or half a second. 500 laps for 285 of them. CBS is playing advertisements. Yet you guys complain about me running 3 minutes of ads once an hour. Unbelievable. Unfucking believable. It's like, imagine if you're watching a 1 hour game of Maru's Serral, but there are 22 minutes of ads during that. You know? You guys would never let that down. Reynor is obviously going to be very happy with this start. And I am kind of worried for our man future. In the end, we've got a bit of a 2-1-1 setup after going CC first with that eBay block. We're now building another barracks. We're playing this with single eBay, I believe, right? Yep, there is just one eBay. It's part of the Wolof. What does Reynor have? 7 queens, 24 zerglings, 14 more lings on the way, and he's morphing 5 banes. Looks more than good enough to me. Yeah. What do you make of a game like this, guys? What do we focus on? Storylines. Comeback potential. Please don't lose a medevac. He will not lose a medevac. He will take a lot of damage on one of these medevacs. Overlord gets picked up. 7 more drones on the way. Combat shield gets fired up as well by our man future. A little bit quicker than Nikarok did it, so I guess that's good news. Are we just staying on 2 bases, guys? We're just gonna send it 2 base marine tank. Future had a couple legendary games with 2 base marine tank against Scarlet in the NA regionals a long time ago. Scarlet is great, but he's not quite Reynor in ZVT. Reynor should honestly go for Burrow here. This is a great moment to go Burrow when you play against the 2 base only. He will fight me over it. Now we're gonna drop a 3rd command center. 7 minutes into the game, down 17 workers. Opponent is basically on 4 bases, and we're dropping a 3rd CC. That is something that we could eventually fall back to, but it is safe to say that this move out is very important for future. He needs a great fight. He is hoping that Reynor is not quite ready for it, but I think Reynor is already setting up the flank. I'm not sure about all these banelings that are on the wrong side of the rocks. Reynor has a crazy amount of supply. Just sitting here in the middle. Maybe making life a little bit harder here on himself than it has to be, but he's trying to buy time for more links to come out. More links to become banelings as well. 7 more banelings morphing. Tanks are leading the charge. We are now trying to surround this army, but the tank target fire is honestly pretty damn good. In the end though, Reynor does get the tanks, and he probably feels that that is all that really matters. As long as he gets the tanks, he is not going to die against Marines only. Look at that queen.
1 shot, 1 kill.
So used to pressing the max button that I did it again. That queen in the main base looked at that low HP medevac and said, I want it, and I'll get what I want. All the queens are very far off creep. Maybe this was a moment where Future could have stimmed forward. He does do it towards the very end of it, but now a couple. Oh, Reynor with a misclick. I don't know what he looked at, or I don't know what he clicked at, but Reynor with a misclick, so he actually loses a lot of queens. This is starting to look maybe a tiny bit scary. I don't know if it is scary yet, but Burrow is now 75% done. We have 9 banelings morphing. Reynor is going to just try to surround his army one more time, and that is a beautiful surround. This time there is not really anything that Future can gun down before he's forced to pick up these units. Final tank shot is juicy. How many tanks are left? 2. We are about to have a 3rd tank, but we don't quite have a 3rd tank yet. Reynor, however, does not want to run into the 2 tanks that are currently sieged up. We have burrowed Banes in the center of the map. The storyline is Reynor is king shit. Well, Reynor is your reigning defending champ. And if Reynor wins today, guys, it will be the first time in 195 weeks that Reynor becomes back-to-back champs of the European Pro Tour Weekly. Once upon a time, he won 3 in a row, then he won 2 in a row at edition number 24 or 25. We are now at number 219. He obviously had a few victories in between, but he has not won 2 weeklies in a row in over 4 years. Those were excellent Burrowed Banes, and this game is kind of a wrap. I am thinking of our boy Le Todd, who's currently still in Vegas. The supply does not lie. That is correct, Todd. Poor Todd, by the way, did not win the German Meisterschaft. He had to play it from America, probably with very high ping. I think ping matters more in StarCraft than it matters in Warcraft, but it's still a big deal. There are a few little moments where I think ping is incredibly important in Warcraft 3 as well. On maps where there's like only one shop and you're both like spamming to buy the same item, ping is so important. Showtime against Max Pack. Showtime built 10 Stargates in game 2. Sick. That sounds like fun.
Sick.
Was it enough? The blunders, losing your queens. I'm gonna throw in some chess terminology, sir. I'm all for it. I am the biggest blunderer out there. I can still hear fucking Ben just laughing every single time I blundered my queen. And Pig was laughing too. They were all bullying the old man because I suck at chess. I see there is one of the casters that really is lagging the games a tiny bit. So I took another look at my ping. My current ping is 4, so I really don't think it's me. Lings and Banes crashing into a few Marines and Marauders in the top right. Future is just trying to buy some time, trying to get +2 attack and +2 armor, but... Reynor got this, 5 bases. I know he's got it, mate. I am not fighting you over that. Oh, that Infestor landed a fungal from its grave. I mean, and people are trying to tell me that Zerg is not in balance. That Infestor died in 2018 and it fired a fungo in 2023. Honestly, that's more concerning than Tupac wearing sneakers after he was already confirmed dead. I saw that video clip. The sneakers he was wearing were not released yet. And that Infestor was dead. And it still fired a fungal. No wonder that the Zergs always win the world championships. Unbelievable things. You got a hundo on Reynor? To win this series or to win the entire tournament? You mean channel points or what? Reynor is rich and he is just trying to figure out what is the best way to end this. We have seen this scenario a little less than an hour ago when Reynor was battling our man Nicarak. Reynor was probably not even as far ahead in that game as he is in this one. Future is just digging in his heels trying to survive with 10 tanks, 5 ghosts. Ghost production is a little bit quicker on the side of Future, but yeah. Reynor is winning, guys. Reynor is dominating. He's just trying to figure out how he's going to end this. I think with Blinding Clouds, as long as he drops a couple of Blinding Clouds on the tank, like almost any fight is going to be okay. He can obviously go for Abducts as well, but I think he's looking for Blinding Clouds. The guaranteed easy damage. 10 Stargates because 5 of them were depowered and camped. Seems like a fun game. Everyone sucks at chess except Magnus. Don't you dare to talk about Andrea Botes like that. Lings and Banes making their way through a lot of choke points, but eventually they gotta connect with something good, right? Right? Question mark, chat, hello? Well, apparently not really. 6 SCVs and a bunker. And maybe a sensor tower in the tank. That actually went really good for Future. Reynor lost so many resources there. Viper's not really doing that thing. If this was a close and competitive game, that would have been a very big win for Future. And the audience would have gone wild. Unfortunately, Reynor is still a mega far ahead. And Reynor can mess that up 2 more times and he'll still be okay. What, lol? You didn't see that, mate? Manifested died. It was a very popular conspiracy theory in the early 2000s. Or late 90s, whatever it was. They released a video clip of Tupac wearing sneakers that were not out yet. Which was the ultimate proof that he was actually still alive. The idea that Tupac could have had some sneakers before the rest of the world was crazy, apparently. Blinding clouds are going to land. Reynor is looking for some good baneling connections. Will the Vanes eventually find what they're looking for? The Ultras have done, I think, a very good job in making life a bit easier on these banelings. The Vipers did their thing this time around. The tanks did not fire. Banelings blowing up SCVs. Future does kill a lot of Zerg units, but Reynor's got money for days. If anything, for months at this point. 4.2k minerals left, only 600 gas, so you can't quite make so many banelings, Artosis, but you can still make enough banelings. You know, you don't always need so many banelings. Sometimes you just need enough banelings. Stormgate the next SC2. I don't think anything will ever be the next SC2. I don't know if you're the same guy that asked me a Stormgate question earlier. I did not mean to ignore it. Somebody asked me... I forgot to answer a couple of things. The goat list, the Stormgate thing, I'm sorry. So it's been a lot of stuff to talk about today, guys. I'm doing my best, but... if you have a very urgent question, it's okay to repeat it. Just don't repeat it within the next 30 seconds. But I did not ignore anybody on purpose, as I think Reynor has finally done it, guys. He will be able to clean up these bases. He will get the SCVs. Reynor takes the 1-0 lead, which I think was kind of written in the stars. Or set in stone for quite some time. He did have one bad attack into that triangle, but when he's so far ahead, he's obviously okay. I wanted to say something. What did I want to say? Was it you, Mr. Arrow of Time? Maybe then I can just see what you asked me earlier. No, you were not the one who asked me. So yeah, somebody asked me earlier, Roddy, can you just give me the TLDR real quick of the GOAT listing? I wanted to answer you, mate, and then I was distracted. I think we started watching Future Christiana. It got exciting, and I forgot to answer your question. I'm sorry. I don't have much of a summary for you or a TLDR because I just don't really care. I think it's awesome that so many of you guys care and that it really got the community going. I feel like it's the biggest online discussion we've had in a while. A lot of people came out of the woodworks to show their passion for StarCraft 2. That makes me happy. I personally do not care. I see it as a personal opinion of one guy that writes articles for Team Liquid. And that guy is called Miesenhauer. I think he's a big StarCraft fan. He is allowed to have his opinion. Do I agree with his opinion? No, not really. Does that matter? Absolutely not. So, yeah, that's all. That's my TLDR, mate. That's all I got to say about it. And about Stormgate, I forgot what the question was exactly. I think asking if it was going to replace StarCraft 2. I don't think anything really replaces StarCraft 2. I think there will always be people who love this game. And people who love this game, as long as Blizzard doesn't turn the power button off, I think people will play this game. I hope that future RTSs will be successful, whether that is Zero Space, a Stormgate, something else, something that looks different, or a resurgence of StarCraft 2, Brood War, Warcraft 3, whatever. May it be successful, may people enjoy whatever the hell they enjoy. As long as you have kind people playing the same game, hyping stuff up, hopefully it's good. I think there will be one unanimously goated RTS in the near future? No, I don't really think so. I think the Age of Empires players will like what they like. The Warcraft nerds will like what they like. The StarCraft nerds will like what they like. Hopefully there will be a whole bunch of new people who like Stormgate, Zero Space, something else. Who knows? But yeah, I don't think that everyone will ever agree. People very rarely come together and all agree. So I don't think that happens with RTS either.
Round 2, fight!
Top right side of Alcyone, your reigning, defending, undisputed European Pro Tour champion of last week. This is BASILISK Reynor, the Italian stallion. Was apparently very annoyed about an eBay block, and he does not want to get an eBay blocked again. But Reynor, welcome to the life of Protoss players, mate. You've got nothing to say about it. If these Terrans want to eBay block you, they eBay block you. And with these Terrans, I am talking about the reigning, defending, undisputed Indy 500 champion, Matcherino Esports Joseph Newgarden. Woohoo! And he has gone for the temporary eBay block. But since Reynor was so quick to shut it down, Reynor will actually be able to just take his natural. He has also opened up with a way quicker spawning pool. Last game, I think Future built his CC on the high ground, didn't he? He built it on the high ground, was part of the wall off, then he flew it over, and then he built a bunker there. This time, he's building it on the low ground. And obviously, if you go for an eBay block, you send on an SCV, your CC on the low ground is a bit later. I think there is a chance that Reynor's links show up quick enough that this is devastating. If Reynor makes Zerglings, which he doesn't yet. You do think people have gone way overboard in their response to him? I don't know because I haven't read them, bully. But yes, probably. I mean, you're telling me that people on the internet have overreacted? Oh my god. I am so surprised. People overreact to me on a daily basis. Somebody says something stupid to me, I say something stupid in return, and I'm the bad guy. The fuck? So, sure, I believe it. I said Zero Space. Zero Space is the project that Cats and Scarlet are working on. And then there is the exclamation mark secret project that I am personally very excited of. Now, do I think that all of you guys are going to share that excitement with me? No, absolutely not. Because that's not how the internet works. Will some of you guys share my excitement? Probably. It'd be very weird if I was the only one. I think that is real SH Zoo, but that is only related to the custom games on the American server. That is not related to the European server, but yes, as far as I know, that is real. Reynor has dropped a Roach Warrant, guys, so that's why I didn't make any links at first. Because Reynor, I think, had more than enough of these drawn-out games where he's got his opponent dead at minute 7, but then he can't really finish the game because defensive Terrans are hard to kill. Future has not really scouted. Other than that temporary eBay block, he's trying to be a greedy boy. He's like, alright, CC first, low ground, am I fine? It's like, wait, a couple links with speed? Nah, I think I'm fine. This is okay, right? Future's like, this is okay. Couple links, it's not bad. I'm up 14 workers, which he doesn't know. What he's about to see, though, guys, is that this is not okay. Because it's not just a couple Zerglings. It's links, it's roaches, it's ravagers. And unfortunately, Joseph Newgarden is not going to defend his Indy 500 title this year. The bunker is going to go down. Reynor is here with all his, I don't know, feistiness, fury, might, whatever it is. And Reynor is going to advance into the semifinals of this edition of the European Pro Tour Weekly. He gets a 2-0 victory over the American Terran. But hey, kudos to Future. He had a great run today. Making quarterfinals in this tournament is not easy. So, incredibly well done. Did that PvP that you guys were talking to me about already finish? Let's take a look. Steadfast SC. Yes, I think it did finish because he's casting Wayne against Clem. So Max Packs against Reynor is coming up. We're going to take a very quick break. After that, we'll be back. I assume it's Max Packs at least. You guys made it seem like it's Max Packs. Because also it seems like building 10 Stargates is not that great. So we'll take a tiny break. After that, we'll be back. Max Packs against Reynor. I'll see you guys real soon.